Well, since you've purchased an AERO.one DTV, or you're going to purchase an AERO.one DTV, or a TV, one of the questions that comes up is, well, how do I set the loudness, and how does that relate to dial norm? Well, let's describe dial norm briefly, because it's one of the most misunderstood metadata parameters ever invented. So dial norm is part of Dolby Digital, or AC3. It's very simple. It essentially points to the average loudness of the program. So the rules are that number has to indicate correctly what the average loudness of the program is. So since the AERO.one is capable of setting loudness, it's a pretty simple procedure. You want to pick the dial norm value, and it may be assigned by your station or your network. It could be -24, could be -27. Once that's set inside the Dolby Digital encoder, which is pretty easy to do, if you go inside to setup again and go down to the AC3 encoder, the Dolby Digital encoder, and go all the way down, you can see that dial norm is set for -24. So what does that mean? That has set the metadata parameter, but it actually hasn't done anything to the audio that the AERO.one is processing. So what you need to have is a meter on the output looking at the audio, making a loudness measurement, and then you adjust the preset so that the loudness that's being measured matches the dial norm value. It's really that simple. So you go into the preset, go into the final stage, and there's a master output level. Roughly with the standard recommended preset, the preset that we suggest you start with, which is TV 5-band general, with typical audio applied and the output, master output set to -11, your loudness is going to be right around -27. So if you want to adjust that further, if you want to hit -24, you're going to need to make the output louder. So by adjusting this up like that, you can see that there is an asterisk saying that the setting's been changed. Press next to take it. Now your output level is hopefully matching your dial norm value. Using an external meter like a linear acoustic LQ1000 or a Dolby LM100, you can see dial norm value and measured loudness. Those two numbers should be the same. You can adjust dial norm in the AC3 encoder, the Dolby Digital encoder section, and you can adjust the actual loudness right in the preset on the master output level control.